Okay, so let's talk about stage positions, and these are the terms we use to describe where an actor or a prop is on stage, and it has a certain terminology that we have to think about. So, this is our stage, and we're thinking about the kind of stage where the audience is on one side, and this is called a proscenium arch stage or end-on stage. And this is where the audience is only on one side. And to do this, when we're thinking about our stage area here, obviously the first thing we can say is that this part of the stage here in the middle is our centre stage. And that's what we refer to it as. We call it the centre stage area. Now, the difficulty comes when we start thinking about going further away from the audience and closer to the audience. Now, when we talk about going closer to the audience, we call this downstage. And this is because in the old theatres, the stage was actually sloped towards the audience, so it literally was walking down the stage as you did so. So similarly, if we move further away from the audience, we're going upstage, walking up the slope. The difficulty comes again when we're talking about left and right, because we don't actually just call it left and right as we're looking at it here. We imagine that we are the actor on stage looking out at the audience from their point of view. So for that, we talk about this side as actually being stage left, because it's left as we look at the audience. And on this side, we talk about it being stage right as we're looking at the audience again. So when we're talking about these stage directions, we can actually abbreviate them to make them shorter in scripts. And to do this, it's helpful if we think about the stage being divided into a grid like this, a 3x3 grid. And the first thing we can say straight away is that we know about centre stage, don't we? So we can write this as an abbreviation, so we can just write CS in our script, and that will stand for centre stage. If we move our actor to the left or right, in this case we'll start with the left, we can say that this actor moves centre stage left. If he moves to the right, we can go centre stage right. So we've got our abbreviations for those three areas of the stage. Now if the actor moves downstage, okay, we can say that they move downstage, but they're in a particular area. So we can say they actually move downstage centre. That makes it easier to remember exactly where it is. If they move downstage left, then we can move DSL, or downstage left, and similarly downstage right becomes DSR. If we move our actor upstage, first of all they are upstage, but they're also upstage centre, so they can be like that, USC. If they move upstage right, then we can say USR, and then if they move upstage left, it becomes USL. And then you have a small grid which tells you pretty much where everybody is on stage. So just to reinforce this idea, here's a picture of a typical set, and we can make various comments about where things are on stage. The audience are down here watching the show, and so everything this way is of course downstage. So this pile of rubbish is slightly downstage left, I would say. It's not quite centre. This chair and tables in the middle though, that's pretty much centre stage. The exit, the door, is upstage left. This table with the kettle on it, that's pretty much centre stage left, as is this chair on the other side. It's obviously more centre stage right, whereas the vending machines are upstage right. And there you have a clear way of explaining to a set designer or an actor exactly where they should be moving on stage.